Quentin Johnston has, rightfully so, been the object of a lot of criticism in his first 2 years in the NFL. Like we expected him to come in, especially with Keenan Allen and Williams last year, and do some things like didn't really get the time of day, if we're being perfectly honest, but there was some concern, right? But came back against the Carolina Panthers, who, yes, they're not a very good team. We're going to be honest, but they've got J.C. Horn. They've got a respectable secondary. And he went off for 5 for 51 and 2 touchdowns. I really think that Quentin Johnston, with how he is positioned, can be a really special part of this offense. And I think that it was a very solid performance. I think that this is a sign of what's to come, because if you look at the Chargers offense right now, you have some solid pieces. And Quentin Johnston is going to be at the forefront of all this thing, because you have J.K. Dobbins, who looked really good. Gus Edwards is also a really good number 2 back. You have Justin Herbert at quarterback, who is going to throw you the football, throw you the rock. You'll be just fine. And you have Ladd McConkey, who's going to be that slot guy that can make a lot of plays, right? And I think that with Quentin Johnston, the message is this was a very solid performance, and he absolutely blew up and balled out against the Panthers, which, again, not a great team, but what would you rather have? Would you rather have Quentin Johnston not play well and continue to see him struggle, or would you rather see him catch 5 passes for 51 yards and 2 touchdowns? I would choose the latter. And with the season now, obviously things are going to go on and all that kind of stuff. You got a defense that's playing way better than it was. You've got a head coach that people believe in, and you've got a quarterback that can get you the football. Now, Justin Herbert, 14 of 24, a $132, 2 touchdowns and a pick. Like, a lot of that was game script, if we're being perfectly honest. The Chargers didn't really need to throw the ball, especially late in the game when the game was already in hand. And I think that you could have seen a lot more production against a higher opponent. And so, I think Quentin Johnston, in really one of his first big breakout games, I think this is a sign that he could be a number 1 target for you. And then Ladd McConkey can also be that guy that defenses have to account for as well. And again, you got a running game that is running the ball very well, like playing very well right now. Like, let's be real about that. J.K. Dobbins with back-to-back 100-yard games, and Ohio State running backs just kind of coming alive for Jim Harbaugh at this point. And so, I think that this offense specifically for the Chargers could be really special, but you really got to give a lot of credit to Quentin Johnston coming out. A lot of doubters saying that, people talking, everybody's saying something, but at the end of the day, you coming out and only controlling you and catching 2 touchdowns, I think it's a solid start. We need to see more of it, and I understand that, again, he's been the ridicule or the spot of a lot of ridicule for a lot of fans, but again, what would you rather see? Him struggle or go and catch 2 touchdown passes against another NFL team? Again, I would choose the latter. And so shout out to Quentin Johnston, absolutely balling out and getting the job done and finding a way to bounce back after all of the hate and everything. But let us know what you guys think. Quentin Johnston balling out game 2 of the regular season. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe down below, and we'll see you on the next video.